I go further on making the first album all set, I go to the next one. And you know me, I really like having these little albums with me on holidays and write something in there. So I saw these little books and perhaps they will fit nicely in here. I do not know that yet. I'm going to see that. So I made another album. Tiny little album. Exactly the same, of course. So the measurements you already know. And made some black on the inside. So now I'm going to put some decoration first on the outside and on the inside, and then I'm going to place these little eyelets in here. So let's see which paper I am going to use. Alright, so stay tuned. Okay. I did already the front and I really like this. I really like using my washi tape with the stripes to give it just a more extra black and white into these papers, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to do the back too. I did use some bookbinders linen just to secure the edges, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to show you how I did it. So I used my washi tape and I glued it down on white paper and then I cut it out. So I'm just going to use strips. And the best and neatest way is that you cut first this equal. So you start equal. And then I like to use a little help that keep it on its place, and then I cut in an angle. And then I'm starting the first one. Place this on the right spot. Give it a mark and then cut it. Now the next piece. Now this one is going to be here, so the next piece I grab a new one, and if I see that this white is a little lower than the original, so place it on the white spot. With a little help, I'm going to cut. And trust me, I did try right away the tape on here, but then the angles, I do not like them. It's too messy, I don't like. So I wanted that the corners are be neat too. So that is why I am choosing to cut these corners. I'm just going to glue this down with just a little white edge on the outside. So this is the first step I did. And let's see. So now you have a nice equal place to your corner. So that is what I like. Okay, so same here. Let's cut this piece the same white off as the other one. Let's check. So this is this corner. Right here. Is this much work? Yes it is, but I think it's worth it. It's really nice that you have nice corners, but of course you don't have to do this, but I like. I don't know why I'm always choose something that is way much time, but that's just a little, yeah, how you call that? Perfectionism. I don't know exactly the word, but I am. So I'm just going to do this all the way around, and this one we need to cut down at the right spot here. Okay, so this is going here. So let's see if I can cut the last piece also nice and tight. There we go. Okay, so glue it down and then your background is done. But you don't have to do this, of course, if you don't like it or you don't have that washi tape. But I do, and I just wanted to show you that there are other options than only gluing your paper down, as you just can cut them and you can cut them a bit better. Okay, now the last thing I want to do to give it some perfectionism, I just grab a piece of paper and a ruler and a marker, and then I'm just going to make a nice white black edge all the way around, so I don't see that little white edge. And now I hear you thinking why you did make that little white edge. Well, to do this black edge, I will show you in just a second how neat it is. Wait, just let me put this on this white. It's better to be seen. You see how perfectly neat this is? Yeah, just how I like it. Alright, so yeah, it's way messy on my desk, but that's needed. Why I'm just closing this, I don't know, because I'm just going to glue this down. Oh yeah, I am crazy. Well, a little bit. Now I'm going to use, let me first see if this is correct, because I want this a little shorter. Let's say a little more edge. Yep, this is good. This is good, girls. Glue it on. Here we are. I absolutely am in love with these colors, plus the black and white. I really think that these bright colors need to calm down with that black and white extra on it. I really like that. So I am going to place this on the back. Go. Look at this. Here we are. Absolutely amazing. I love it. What do you think? Now what shall we do on the sides? Okay. Well, I don't think that I'm going to use again that washi tape. I think that's too much. What do you think? Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what I came up with. Just let's think. Okay, now what I did was I chose the black background paper first to see how it goes. And well, now I have these two little pieces that I actually want to add somewhere. I think right here, and then the other one right below. So let's add that before I am going to make the ribbon on. Not the ribbon, the elastic. Stay focused, Diane. Okay. Okay, and then this at the bottom. Right here, to give it just a little more interest on the side of this mini album. See? Yeah, that is really cool. Now I always can add something in the middle, but for now I really like this. Okay, so now I'm going to add my elastic, because this is going to be a journal where I'm going to add this. So let's add first the one piece in and then go to the bottom and then to the next piece. So I made 3 holes and this goes to the second hole. And then go back in and go out. Okay, so that's that. Now you have these on the outside. Okay, now go back in the middle piece and do the exactly same thing on this side with the end of your elastic. Okay, now of course this is way too long, but well, this size can be. I can adjust it a little so I don't have to throw too much away. So let's say I can hold this and now I can squeeze it all tighter. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to cut this piece off so I don't have to throw everything away. And then I'm gonna make these a little tighter because you don't want this too loose. You don't want that. So we're just going to tie it up. So I'm just going to hold it and see how I can make this work. Let me see, this one, oh yeah, this one's here and this one here. So I think, yeah, we don't want this too loose. Okay, so I'm just going to tie it, and I'm terrible in it, but I'm going to try it. I need a second hand actually, but we're going to try it. Here we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 elastics. Oh, cool. Now I'm gonna test if this fits. I really don't know because this, well, it could be. Let's check it out. And if it does, of course, I'm going to decorate this with design paper. But let me check, because this is a little wider. The paper is a little wider than the elastic, but ooh, oh my, that looks perfect. It does. Now, what if I do use the first and the last one, and then I will do something in the middle, but it looks right away cool. I always like white something in here. You also can make these your own, of course. Perhaps I want to do something on my own, if I want to paint or draw something in there. But it's just a tryout, and now I still have this space, and that's perfect because you still can add your labels on it. So say you want a section for diary and you want a section for planning or anything, then you can put a nice label on the side, and we're going to do that when I am ready for the design papers. But this is just a really quick tryout, and yeah, they fit, so cool. So yeah, nice. And we can add, of course, another one. I do have another one, but it's a pink one. Let's add it in. Let's go crazy. Okay, now we have this piece, and I know we have another one. And you still can use that. Yeah, if you can grab it. Let's say I do have a few of these. So say you want a nice pocket thing in it, so you still can add that too, because you have 4 elastic ones. So yay! See? Cool. That's so easy. Well, I actually think you don't need 3 of these, but that's just for a show, and let's see what I came up with. Anyway, let's start to the third one, because I actually want to make 3 different ones. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, before I go further decorating these albums, by the way, I did make up my mind and I want 2 of these. And so yeah, we have 2 photo albums, tiny one, and one for journaling. So yeah, lots of opportunities to put your photos in. That's what I was making. But I'm going to make a box to put these in, so it will be a nice accessoire on a desk or in a window closet. How do you call that? Look it up. A closet with windows in it. Anyway, so we're going to make a box and a background, same as that tiny little piece I did on Countercraft Creations, but now exactly the same, but then with 3 of these mini albums. So what I am doing is I have already cut out my pieces, and I'm going to give you the measurements. And I do have a background which I am going to cover up with these black, so you can see it better. Also a Crealise dye. I love these. So yeah, but first of all, we are going to give you the measurements. I am going to give you the measurements. My hand is really full with all the ink that I used already. But okay, so these are the measurements for the bottom of the box. 618 by 5.5 inch, and in centimeters it's 15.7 by 14 centimeters. Okay, so then we have the 2 little pieces. So that is 2 inches by 618 inch, or 5 centimeters by 15.7. Okay, of course you need 2. Then the sides are 2 inch by 5.5 inch, or 5 by 14 centimeters. And of course we need 2. Okay, now for the background, it's obvious that this one is 618, same as 618 and 15.7 centimeters. And the height I choose for, yeah, I do want something over, so I do want some decoration. So I choose for this one, for this size, and it's about 10. That's it. Yeah, for me it's a 10-1/8, or say, well, let's keep it 26 centimeters or 10-1/4. I'm just going to keep that down by 10-1/4 inch or 26 centimeters. So that is the big piece for the back. And then when the box is ready, I think I want to do a nice decoration on the back, where you can put a nice photo on the back or put some nice decoration on and flowers on, so it will have a nice eye catcher. You don't have to put this on a wall. No, that's a shame for the back. I was thinking perhaps a little basket on the back, but I do not know. First of all, we are going to make the box. Diane, you are going to go real too fast. Your mind is going. Oh, and there's just a little thing. I don't know if somebody has noticed it, but I noticed it quite a few times the last few days. And when I am doing crazy in my mind, thinking what I want to do, I'm doing this. I don't know if you noticed it, but I'm crazy, and I am. Trust me. Yeah, sometimes I noticed it just in a minute ago when I cut out this black one with the Crealist die. That I was doing this, like, oh my gosh, I'm crazy. And I noticed that I do that more than just now. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy, but I noticed it myself, so you don't have to say it. I do that because I love these. And so yeah, let's start with the box. Okay. Crazy, I know. I'm crazy. Yes, I am. I know. So I figured, let's see, I cannot do it on one page, so I have to glue 2 pages on each other. So I'm grabbing my tape and I'm just apply some tape. I'm going to try to be as straight as I can, because I'm going to tell you why. Then the tape is my guideline. Okay, so I'm just going to peel this off. And now my tape is my guideline. So I'm just going to over the tape all the way to the top till I am barely see it. Well, you don't want to see it anymore, but that is the guideline. So that is great use to attach 2 pages really nice and straight on each other. Okay, so next step is glue these down, and I like to add some tape so it will be nice attached to the black paper. Okay, well, I'm not exhausted. It's just a little hot upstairs today, and they're announcing a, how you call that in English? Yeah, in Dutch is a hittegolf. But days that are going very hot. Help me out. And so let me first arrange these before I glue it down. Yeah, this can be right here. And Well, I am a very lucky girl, I think, because let's move this a little to the side so I can already cut this down. Yep, like this. I think I'm lucky because I am going to tell you, because the airco man called today that he is coming tomorrow. Yay! Oh my goodness! That is very lucky, because this week was very hot already, but it was actually the first week that the temperature was rising, and so yeah, the first of the year we did not had that very much thoughts about having an airco, climate control, I think it's called. Anyway, so yeah, he called, and if I am home tomorrow, yes, come, install my climate control. I think it's called that. So yeah, I'm so happy, because if it works well, and I hope it does, I'm very trustful that it is going to work perfectly. Then I think I will move to the floor downstairs if I want to craft in a better temperature than up here, because yeah, okay, we have a new roof, and yeah, it's really better than it was, but it's still very hot. Trust me. Some people do have their craft rooms in the basement, then it's cooler. But yeah, some people do have their craft room to the attic, in the attic or at the attic. And yeah, I can imagine that then there is very, very hot too. Well, my house only have one floor, no, two actually. The base floor, where we have everything else, and we have one floor above. And used in the early days, before we moved in here, this was just a really old an old farmer house. And up here where I am right now, the family of my dad, they had a really big family. They lived here too, of course, and they had a really big family, and I believe nine or 10 children. And they never slept upstairs. Upstairs was always an attic for, yeah, farmer stuff. I don't know the stuff you can call it, but they never slept upstairs. And yeah, the floors were also very thin, so it wasn't possible. But during the years, my dad did quite a lot on this house farm. And yeah, of course it's not a farm anymore. Oh, years ago, not anymore. But yeah, he did quite a lot. And since the moment my family is going to live in this house too, the first person who is sleeping upstairs is my son. So yeah, I am my only child, so I do have never had not the opportunity, because I had the opportunity, but it was not necessary because I could sleep downstairs. So yeah, I had a big attic to play on. So yeah, that's but well, where does the story lead to? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was talking about the climate control. So yeah, since we have a new roof, it's better. It's better for the temperature, but it's still hot upstairs. But yeah, that was I'm totally get lost on my story, guys. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I have to tell something, don't I? Anyway, that was a little story about my house that is think it's built in the 80s and the 1800s. And not in the 80s, oh my gosh, no. In the 1800s, I believe. So yeah, it's over 100 years old. But yeah, still it's renovated and I'm still happy in it, especially after that storm. My house is pretty much new. Of course, it's still an old house, but for me, it's pretty new too. So yeah, that's the little story about. It's actually an attic. I do sit on the attic. But yeah, we only have one floor. One and the base floor. Okay, now stop rambling, girl. Oh yeah, I'm going to try. Let's see, I needed to cut this down, but I do have a lot of stuff on my Fiskars cutting machine. So, oh yeah, now we have the place to cut this down. Here we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so now what do we do? What do we do next? We're going to cut around the edges. Well, this can be longer, but first we're going to cut these corners. And let's see how I can put this. Let's cut right along in a nice corner. Not too short, not too long. And then this I like too. Alright, so now we go all the way around. Can you imagine that in this house there was a family for at least 10 persons that had a complete second floor and I did not use it. I still can't believe it. Why? Put some children on. Good Lord. Just a few who are bad. My dad, for instance. Well, it's strange, but they did it. Okay, well, I don't know if this, well, let's cut this down to a little, just a little shorter. Well, I think it's good, but come on, just a little shorter. Alright, here we go. So then we have this. Okay, so what is the next step? I am trying to remember what I normally do. Well, let us first make a nice fold line. So that is already done. Okay. Okay, so I know that I did one inside. So I'm going to fold this. I think we did first. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, what happened to me? I'm not that old. Yeah, that is a terrible thing. I have to say sometimes I get questions about an older project. Really, I can't remember. I have to check that completely back. If a person has a particular question about an older project, because I can't remember that. I really can't. Yeah, I think we can do first the upper piece. So let's say, shall we fold this? Oh wait, we can cut this, of course, same as we did on a book, of course. Diane, what are you thinking? What were your hat? Where was your hat? Well, my hat was on this farm. My house. It's not a farm. It was a farm. Yeah, and that's the thing. I get lost in my story and then I totally forgot. What am I doing? I really can't believe that people say she is the worst person that makes tutorials. Why is she even make tutorials? We can't understand a thing she is meaning. I don't blame you. So yeah, now I am going to do first the outside. And I'm going to use for this my light. Ah, here we go. So first I'm going to use some double-sided tape and some of my art glitter glue to keep it all nice and steady. Okay, so I think it's handier, and I did that. So first I like to wrap this around, then I open it up. I like to add some double-sided tape, plus I do prefer using some extra glue. And then I wrap it around. And squeeze it in the chipboard. Now you also can use your bone folder and fold it. Totally up to you. I have to pick up my girl in a second. So if I am gone, then you know why where I'm at it. Then I will see you next time. Okay, yeah, I think I am over enthusiastic today. I think I am. I'm just so happy. I am happy, and you know it. Oh yeah, I am. How that song? I am happy, and you know it. Clap your hands. Something like that. Okay, so now these are going to be fitting perfectly, but before I'm going to do that, I want to fold already this one too, just so it's already done. Alright, and I totally forgot to tuck this in. I was forgetting that too. Same as an album. I want to tuck this in. So I'm just squeezing it with my bone folder a little to the inside. So you don't see that in a minute. Yeah, cool. Alright, so now what we're going to do is one in. So actually we do need some tape on this or something like that, but let's use tape, and some on this side. Well, let's see. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I'm going to use some glue. Okay, so I have put some glue on the inside here, and that is already moved to the inside, and this flap. So what I'm going to do is push this up. It's easier for me to do that on table. So I'm going to push this up, and first I'm grabbing the oh my gosh, can you see that? I'm pushing the inside flap against this piece. So I'm pushing, and then I'm grabbing this flap and I fold it around like this. Okay, you can use your bone folder to let that glue in that paper. So we have an inside flap and one out. Okay, so we're going to do that again. So this one is going to be in already, so we can apply some tape, and this one is still be, well, this is not possible, of course. Perhaps I can do that when it's still flat. It's way easier for me, at least. Okay, all the rest I will do without. Okay, so next thing is, of course, exactly the same thing. So use your glue. So I'm just going to push it to that edge where we just made our corner with our bone folder, when we squeezed that corner in. Here we go. Okay, next one. Exactly the same, of course. One in and one out. Okay, lift it up, squeeze it in that corner, push one finger to this side, and with the other finger you can squeeze it around. Let the glue do his job. Here we go. The last piece is almost done. Well, it's almost glued already, but we need to add some glue. There we go. Okay, last one. Push that in that corner. Push and wrap it around. This is how I do it. Okay. Ta-da! And of course, I'm going to add some black papers inside of here. But this is actually the box. Cool. That was pretty easy. Easy going. Oopsie. Okay, and now comes the moment of the truth. Let's check it out. Or if these will fit. Oh yeah, I measured it perfectly. I do not want these too wide, and we're going to need to add some papers in. So yeah, it's perfectly. It does not have to be too tight. I don't want that. Could be. I could make it smaller, but tighter. But I do like how this turns out. We have some place. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so yeah, let's add some black on the inside, and no, I think we are going to add this first. So what I like to do is I want to wrap this piece of cardstock too. So first, yeah, let's do that. Let's grab a black piece of paper. Let's pack this in. I do not want this completely high because we do have that black edge already. So let's cut this a bit smaller. We don't have to overdo it. Alright, so let's put some tape on first. And let's just wrap this in. And the reason why I wrapped it in, I'm going to wrap it in, is that you have nice and tight edges. Nice tucked in. That's what I like. Let's do one here too. Alright, so let's peel this off. And let's place this on the black paper. Ta-dum, ta-dum, dum, 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 dum. Here we are. So grab that piece. And like I said, I don't want to tuck it completely in. Here we go. Hey, you light. Why is it still going off? I think it's getting, I think I forgot to turn it off this afternoon. So it's abandoning me. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it off because... Hey you! Oh, let's turn it off. Oh, I see what the problem is. I was leaning against the Electra thing. Okay, so problem solved. I was worrying that it was broken already because it's not an old one. So let's use some glue on the edges and on here too. And let's just wrap it around. Wrap it around. Punch it to that chipboard. And then, bow, squeeze it on that chipboard. Ooh, a little too much glue. Here we go. Now, wrap this around the corner. Wrap it around. Ooh, go in. And then again, wrap the gun. Oh, that's already... I already did that. Girly. You really get having a bad memory. Yeah, I know. Perhaps I do. Okay, let's fold this. Let's squeeze that in the chipboard. Yep. And fold it over. Ta-da! 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 Use your finger or your thumb to wrap it around. Whoopsie daisy. Here we go. Yes. Well, it still looks ugly, but I really like the edges. Nicely tucked in with black paper. Oh yeah. Now, well, let's do first the back. Now I don't need to use all this paper. I really don't need to use that. So I'm just going to squeeze this just a tiny, tiny little bit. And then I'm just going to apply this. Oh, I have to be neat in cutting. Yes. Okay, fingers crossed that this fits. Of course it fits. The same die cut. You silly girl. Silly, silly, silly you. Now I need to have a good look at this, so I need to lift it up. And yeah, here we go. And of course there is this overlapping, but of course we are going to use some design paper so you don't see anything when it's covered up. Alright, so yeah, we do exactly the same thing on the back. First use some black. I want to say I could use this, but I don't. I always like a neat cut. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down as it is design paper, but it isn't. Alright. I'm already leaning over my Fiskars because it's getting dark. And I think I will make an extra light on that one. Because yeah, I think my eyes are getting worse lately. Well, not only my eyes, my memory too. Yeah, laugh. Well, I'm also going to the 50. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's true. It's not a joke. Alright, so wrap this in. Where's that other piece? Oh, here it is. You can cut this down too. And like the other one, just a slightly little piece because I don't want to overlap this. Alright. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now I want to take a good look at it. Girl, 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 girl. Ta-da! Is that cool or what? Now I'm going to make the insides and then it should be looking like this. Oh, a nice little basket. It's almost the same basket that children makes. I remember that when I was a child at Easter we also made something like this for putting your eggs in. Oh. Yay! And then this was a bunny. Okay, cool. You see, if you pay attention when you are kindergarten, that's German, I believe. When you are, yeah, kindergarten. Then if you pay attention on that, you can use your skills when you're almost 50. I'm not almost 50, oh my god, no, I'm 45. Alright, so that's, yeah, let's call it for today, and let's see you next time. And I'm going to make this black on the inside. And well, perhaps together, I don't know. Depends on how quickly that man tomorrow is gone. Alright, so I hope you had a wonderful time today with me. I know I did at least, and I am very happy that I started today on this project. It's totally new for a change, and I like doing lately very much flowery things, and yeah, I like these papers also. Well, actually I always like my papers because I do not work with papers that I did not like. That is in the past. Okay, so let's get in. Yeah, that was it for today. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe. Love you. Bye bye.